Senator Johnson. Here. Senator Kist. Here. Senator Chris.
Here.
Senator Lawrence. Here. Senator Lipker.
Here.
Senator Medved. Here. Senator Morgan. Here. Senator Wynn. Here. Senator Ortega.
Here.
Senator Shanilik. Senator Smith. Here. Senator Taylor.
Here.
Senator Templeton. Here. Senator Lee. Senator Benson. Present. Senator Wagner. Present.
Okay, that'll move us into guest speakers for tonight. We have Brenna Johnson talking to us about the China study abroad.
Okay, hi, my name is Casey Ferguson, and that's Ryan Swain and Britta Johnson. And we were given a scholarship by Dr. Heyman to travel to China this past summer for a month. And we were wanting to share a little bit of our experiences. And we meant to play the video with volume, but since it doesn't have volume, we'll just talk over it.
Hi, so as Casey said, my name's Ryan, and I was one of the students that was given the scholarship. It was a great experience over there. We got to meet a lot of cool people. We studied at CIOS, which is Fort Hays' partner school. And as you can see, we did lots of cool stuff. The girls did some Chinese street dancing. That's what the older women do over there to get exercise in the evenings. But we got to see a lot of the country. We got to travel to the Great Wall. We saw the Forbidden City. We went to street markets. We went to Shanghai. We got to see the Longmen Grottoes, which is a beautiful countryside. And we saw Chinese opera, and it was a great time the whole month we were over there. I'm an art major, and so I took in as much artwork over there as I could. And it was really neat. It's definitely a different culture over there. There's a lot of people everywhere you go, and but everyone's really friendly, especially towards Americans. They want to get to know you, and the little kids like coming up and trying to speak English with you. So now I'm going to turn it over to Brenna. She's going to talk a little bit about her experience.
Hello everyone, again I am Brenna Johnson. I won't continue talking while the video is playing, but kind of to reiterate a couple of things that Ryan said. We did do a study abroad trip for the month of July, so just this past summer, and it was just us 3 students. This trip will be available for students next year, so if you're interested in doing that, feel free to talk to any of us. But President Hammond did give us a scholarship to be able to go on this trip, and it was an awesome experience. If you haven't been out of the country before, I really recommend doing it, and especially a study abroad trip, it is well worth it. We also will be presenting during International Student Service Week in later part of November, so if you're interested in coming to that. But again, just enjoy the rest of the video, and thanks for letting us present.
So we're not just awkwardly standing here while the video is playing. I'll talk a little bit about some more of the things that we got to do. We got to learn some Chinese Kung Fu. We learned Tai Chi, Chinese paper cut, which is an ancient art form. We went out. There was a nice little place next to CIOS, and we went swing dancing one night, and that was a lot of fun. We got to go inside the Bird's Nest, which was the Olympic Stadium there in Beijing, and that was one of the coolest things we did. We also went to the Graduate Arts Fair in Beijing, which is probably about twice the size of the Fort Hays campus, and it's just full of art galleries, and that was one of my favorite things from the trip. We took a boat cruise on Shanghai at night, and it was a beautiful skyline that we got to see there. Here John was demonstrating the Kung Fu that we learned, and there we go, that's all we got. Thanks for having us, guys.
Does anybody have any questions for our guest speakers tonight? Chief said hand.
Where can you go to apply for this trip? I don't believe the applications are out yet, but they are out. Excuse me. Mary Meyer is the best person to contact for that, and she's in Sheridan Hall. What's the room? It's first floor, Sheridan Hall. I can't tell you the room number, but yeah, she's the best person to contact for that. And the applications are on the website as well.
Senator Ortega.
What is something that you've learned that you brought back to the university? And how has it affected your relationship with international students on campus?
For me, just my interaction with the Chinese people there, I think I just learned a lot of how they interact with people, and that explains a lot, like the students on campus as well. So that helped for me personally to be able to interact with them more. Also, food too, like to experience that, just immersing myself in the culture, that has helped out a lot. And it's so neat now coming back to Fort Hays and just interacting with all the international students on campus and being able to relate to them a lot more.
I work at the Writing Center, and generally I work with international students, and so it's been easier for me to get to know them better, faster through my shared experience of their home country.
Well, one of the things I have done is I did join International Student Union just so I could get to meet more of the international students from China and get to know them a little bit better, but I haven't been as involved with that as I would like to have been. So hopefully in the future I'll have a better chance next semester when I'm not quite so busy. Also, the ceramics department hosted me as a guest speaker, and I gave a slide lecture to them discussing all the artwork in China. And I'm currently working on my second series of artwork with ancient Chinese teapots. So that's what I brought back to the university.
Legislative Affairs Director Chris.
How was the language barrier? How did you guys get around that? And did you guys pick anything up while you guys were there?
Lots of hand actions, and Ryan was the king of that, I think. And yeah, if you can express what you're doing through, if you want chicken, just start clucking like a chicken, and then they'll know what's happening. It's easier than you think.
The worst part is when you do that and then you find out they speak English.
Senator Templeton.
I'm just wondering, was there any out-of-pocket costs for you guys, or was it all covered by the scholarship?
It was all included unless we wanted the extra travel package to Beijing and Shanghai, right? And we all decided to do that, and it was well worth the money.
Senator Harnberger.
Were you guys gone all summer, or was it a month trip?
It was just during the month of July. So we left the very end of June and came back the last part of July.
Senator Kist.
This is just another question regarding costs. I was just curious as to how much extra, or how much the package to go to Beijing and Shanghai was originally.
Well, it was $1,300 this year, but I believe for next year it will be $1,600.
Senator Ortega.
Do you feel like students on campus can get a similar cultural experience by participating in awesome programs such as Tiger Reach, Tiger Reach program where international students are paired with U.S. students. I don't if you're involved with that.
I'm actually one of the coordinators for Tiger Reach, so I'm just giving Isaac a hard time. But yes, I do believe Tiger Reach will help students on campus a lot to get that experience. Obviously, not as much so as going to China, but it will give you a better idea, especially really like putting the time into it and getting to know those students from another country. We tend to want to draw to conclusions, but just, getting to know them, seeing what they like, see how they perceive America and how you can help them, I think that helps out a lot.
Do I have any other questions for our guest speakers tonight? Thank you guys. Alright, that'll move us into executive reports for the night.
Hi everyone. Okay, so a lot has been happening in the industry office. You all kind of know last week I brought the whole parking ticket situation. We were able to gather several tickets. However, in the meeting with Chief Powell, we had a lot on the agenda, and a big part of it was the safety awareness Tuesday, which myself and Treasurer Taylor sat down with the help of Vice President Gonzalez and staff hand. We've come up with some materials to give him. There is the student fee that students have been paying for quite some time, but for some odd reason, after the fee was developed in spring 2011, nothing ever happened. Like, there was never a committee formed, no money's been taken out of it, so there's just this nice stash of money chilling. So we're going to actually develop a process to give out that money and make sure it actually goes through the student fee process. It's really strange to find an account chilling that you don't know much about. That's really not an awesome thing to find out one day. So we had a really long meeting about it, so we weren't able to get to the parking ticket situation. But that is something that I like to talk to them about a little bit more. If you guys do have any parking tickets that you question or you don't understand, please bring them to me. However, after going through some of them with a active applying senator, if you will, some of the ones who Cody Check, who used to work there, we found out some of them were just misunderstandings. So I'm contemplating maybe even if a lot of it is what it sounds like we just don't understand. I know they rezoned to this spring, so what I'm thinking is maybe doing a parking awareness, which I know sounds a little duh, but I think there's a lot of people who can benefit from it. Maybe taking a quiz, asking them what do they know, and then teaching them, hey, actually, no, parking backwards is illegal. Like, not just on campus, you can't do that. Walmart doesn't care, but that's Walmart. So just basic things they're getting tickets for and they're bringing it to me. Some of them are concerning and some of them are maybe you just don't understand. So just kind of educating people on that. So that's a little bit on the parking ticket as well as the safety awareness account and how we're trying to move forward on that. We did do a little bit more with the Campus Young Voters movement, which is the partnership between all higher ed institutions where we're sending out joint press releases. We have a joint logo, which is actually quite a feat, even though it's just a logo. To get all 7 schools on the same page is quite a feat. So we're going to be doing a little bit more of that, which I'm sure you'll hear a little bit more from the rest of the exec staff. Other than that, I'm trying to think. So there has been something, President Martin emailed me last week and she said, hey, I need a favor. Like, that's odd, okay. And this is something that's near and dear to my heart, and so you know, that's my background in Tigers and Service. So she has a teacher at an elementary school in New York who she's really good friends with, and there is, I'm trying to think how many, there are only like 20 kids in this 4th grade class that she's really good friends with this teacher. And the teacher has been telling them about how sad he is because of these students in this classroom, only 25% will even apply or go to college, and that doesn't even mean that they actually finish college or that it's even a 4-year institution. And so with that, she was like trying to figure out ways to encourage them. So she sent him some pencils, and these kids are from an inner city school in New York, in New York City. So they got a pencil, and they thought they were rich. And so she asked me, is there any way that we can get SGA to do something to like brighten their day? And so I thought about it, and of course my head already answered yes, but I wanted to know what else can we do. We are blessed with so much here, so I wanted to give more. So I developed this idea in my head that we would kind of have like a pen pal relationship, if you will, but without the whole ever expecting kind of it to be reciprocated. So there are 11 boys and 9 girls, and I'm going to ask that if you guys want to do it, you can. If not, I'm going to ask other students, but I prefer the SGA, just because I want SGA, you guys to see that being a senator and being represented is more than just sitting in this chair to make decisions, that it's also giving back, even if it's not here in Hayes. So what it's going to be is every month, you guys will get together as a group or even just talk, like a Facebook group, and you're going to pick something that you can give to them maybe off campus, because they don't really want you spending money. We have like things from UAD, we have little like rubber bracelets that we get from different stuff, sunglasses, t-shirts, anything you guys want to give them. And then every month we'll write a little note card, which she gave me note cards, because she really wants to have the timer on it. And you're going to write something. And so like I told Treasurer Taylor, he loves to play football in the office. You know, I've noticed like there will be a flying football out of my head when I walk around the office. So I said, hey, you can mail in a football to this kid. And you can say, hey, you know, I really like playing football with my staff members, and I love going to our football games, and I want you to have just as much fun with this football. So it can be simple things that we think are just whatever, but they thought they were rich with a pencil. So basically, long story short, there are 11 boys and 9 girls. So whoever comes to me first, I will partner you up with a person, and then every month we get together and give them something, and just give them a letter. It's not going to really cost you a thing. I'm thinking maybe for Christmas, if you wanted to do like a personal thing, like we have their names and t-shirt sizes, so you know what to give them. Also, if they're allergic to anything, I don't know why, but I just feel like we need to be safe here. So other than that, that's kind of been my little thing that I'm excited to tell you about. And I know I'm going to take one of the, you can call it big little, I don't know what you're going to call it. Oh yeah, and this worry about money as far as postage, I said we're going to pay for the postage, and she said that's like $1. So the president thought it was paying for it. So we'll just get it all together, and then I will walk into Sheridan, and she's paying to ship it there. And so you each don't have to do the same thing every month. Like it's up to your own kind of creativity, where you can get together and say, hey, let's all plug in barrels into t-shirts. And then they're going to have an envelope with your letter, have their name on it, and they're going to get kind of this little gift every month. But we didn't tell the teachers. So it's like a surprise. They don't know what's going to happen every month either, so eventually they're going to be fun. So maybe it can be something where SGA like adopts a class every year. I mean, it's simple, it's not hard, and I think you guys are going to really get satisfaction out of it, and I will be really happy. So, other than that, I will be meeting tomorrow for Topeka. I'm going to be at your campus, so if you need me tomorrow afternoon, text me. And then also starting tomorrow, we'll be meeting with the consulting company for the search for the new provost. So that's exciting, and I look forward to keeping you guys up to date on that. And that's all.
Alright, this week I've been slowly transitioning to my new position from office to right next door actually, for the SGA. Sorry, I've been checking up my parliamentary procedure a little bit. My first official day will be Monday. My office hours will be posted on the board or by the door if you guys need me. This week I attended a meeting with the tobacco consultant with President Powers and several other senators. I also sat in with the Student Affairs Committee tonight, and they have been appointed a new Student Affairs Committee. I said the Student Affairs Committee and appointed a new chair, and that will be Senator Bolu. So if any questions or concerns about Student Affairs comes up, direct them to her. Please make sure you're in your office hour. I know this week was kind of a little out of hand, but if you cannot make your office hour, please let me know. And if you're going to be absent for either a committee meeting or Senate meeting, fill out an absence form down at the SGA office. As far as committees go, I know there's been a lot of changes recently with the addition of new senators. So I'm going to read out which senator is in which committee, just for clarification. In the Appropriations Committee, Senator Morgan, who is the chair. We have Senator Johnson, Senator Ortega, Senator Lee, and Senator Chris, and Treasurer Taylor will sit in as the executive member. Legislative and Political Action Committee, we have Senator DeVore, Senator Nguyen, Senator Breckhausen, Senator Shanley, Senator Lepker, and L.A.D. Gress will be sitting in as the exec member. For Senate Affairs, we have Senator Lawrence as the chair, Senator Taylor, Senator Smith, and Senator Agnew. And Vice President will sit in as an ex officio during interviews for those. Student Affairs Committee, we have Senator Ballou as the chair, Senator Goodman, Senator Arnberger, Senator Kist, and Senator Vincent. And Chief of Staff Hand will be sitting as the executive member. And then Community Relations Committee, we have Senator Wagner as the chair. We have Senator Hahn, Senator Foster, Senator Medved, and Senator Templeton, and Campus Relations Director Reyes and Public Relations Director Avalos will be sitting as the executive members. Okay, Civilians Lecture Series will be Monday, November 3rd at 7:30 p.m. Vincent Bauke, the Assistant Director of the Memorial Union, has very generously given us tickets to attend that. So if you guys would want one, please see me after the safety walk or come to my meeting tomorrow or sometime next week so I can get you one. Other than that, oh, and make sure you thank him for these tickets as well. Other than that, we'll go with Treasurer Taylor.
Hey everyone, we all have a break here. SGA Cola, so I'm excited that. Monday, if I could, Tiger starts at 8 a.m. So Monday, I'll go out to the foundation and vote the checks that I received from the gracious businesses in the area. Those will be matched at up to $50 that'll go towards the scholarships for the big event, the winners for those. The office was upgraded with, computers were upgraded, so they're a lot faster. All the staff's happy that they can actually do stuff now. We just had a meeting with Chief Howell, with President Powers, and it was very productive, and we're trying to get that fund going as well. So other than that, that's all I got.
Chief of Staff Hand.
Hey everybody. Okay, so it's been a crazy week for me. I sat in for a little bit on the tobacco consultant before I had to take off for that, so that was really interesting. And then I also worked yesterday and today on helping President Powers put together an impromptu process for the Safety and Awareness Fund and that committee. Just so you know, I probably won't be in the office very much tomorrow because I would have to be taking off to home in Wichita. But if you need anything, you know my phone number, you know where to find me. So, thank you.
Campus Relations Director Reyes.
Yeah, this was a pretty busy week. I don't know why I don't know if it's true or okay, so I've been planning we're going to have a forum about presidential candidates next week. This will be next Thursday at 7 p.m. That was really fun to plan. Okay. And so the meeting for next week will be at 5 p.m. So just, if you guys can make it, let us know. And also, as I apologize, this week the tables in the meeting were a little scattered. So if you guys wanted to come in. But we're going to have 2 more tables next week on Tuesday and on Wednesday. And I'm passing the sheet around. And you guys can sign up for 30-minute slots. And please put your email down on there because I'll email you with the information. Sometimes I may not be in the office. So I'll email you instead what to do because I might not be there to let you know. And also, next Thursday at 5:30, I need 10 volunteers
to come to the Robbins Center and help set up for the event. They'll be tearing down an event that ends at 5 and setting up for the event that we will have at 7. And so we need 10 volunteers, and this is very important because if we don't have this, then it would not happen. So, yeah, this is what's going around there. So, and put your phone number and your email on there, and it's really important for you to be there at each time. And other than that, I've just been working slowly on big event stuff and town gown stuff. We have some few ideas, and it's coming we're going to start advertising for that event. So that's all. Thank you.
Legislative Affairs Director Chris.
Hi everyone, and this week I sent out the press release for the Young Voters Movement, and so it'll be circulating around if you guys want to check it out. It's sent to TMN, Facebook, and Daily. Also, I'm sending out the review letters tomorrow, so that's a little bit of what I've been doing, and then me and the LPAC committee have been working on Tiger Day stuff and also some Tiger Day stuff. So be on the lookout for that, and I'm pretty sure Sam's going to talk about some more, so I don't want to spoil something.
Administrative Assistant Archer.
Simple is 12, 2/3 16, and we have 23 attendees tonight. And also, I'm going to go ahead and pass around a roster, and it has your guys' name, email, and phone number. So if one of those things is missing, please write it in, and if it's all right, sign your name.
Community Relations Director Avalos.
Okay, so this week the Fort Hayes website is FHSU.edu/SGA page was updated, and so it basically has basic information on SGA and then our link. So the primary page that I will be updating and that you should follow is the FHSUstudents.org. Next, me and Campus Relations Director Reyes, met with Brett Bruner over Town Gown and some research over that. So that was interesting. I also was able to set up a meeting with Dr. Brungart over getting a 310 team next semester. If you're not familiar with 310 teams, it's a course you take for the leadership department. And that would be to assist us on Town Gown and rules of rent for the spring semester. Other than that, I kind of just assisted Campus Relations Director Reyes. I get those two confused, and it's my position and his. Basically assisted him on anything he needed throughout the week. Like he said, he was very busy. And if you have not noticed, I did set up a Facebook group, and so be sure to utilize that. We are going to try to start something where if we don't have anything for you to do when you go into to do your office hours, maybe you try to write a newsletter type of article and then post it on there, so we are kind of updated on not only what you're doing, but maybe what you're doing in other organizations or around campus. Also, I did send out emails, and I got little to no feedback on that, so just be sure you're checking that. We need to have a good communication between the executive board and Senate. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, that'll move us into committee reports. This Appropriations Committee, Senator Morgan.
My committee did not meet, but we did cover the
Senate Affairs Committee, Senator Lawrence.
Our committee did meet tonight, and we conducted a new senator application, and we also started doing bylaw changes. So if you have any bylaw changes that you want in the bylaws, please bring those to our committee. We are looking for those. And feel free to speak up during discussion. We have bills for the bylaw changes. If you don't have something, please feel free to come to our committee or you can speak up in discussion. And that way we can get the bylaws corrected and right for future years. And also, tonight I will be doing the swearing in of our newest senator, Angela.
Okay, can you raise your right hand I do hereby pledge
I do hereby pledge
to fulfill the duties and responsibilities
to fulfill the duties and responsibilities
of the office of the Senator of the Student Government Association
of the office of the Senator of the Student Government Association
at Fort Hays State University,
at Fort Hays State University,
and to support the Constitution of the Student Government Association.
and to support the Constitution of the Student Government Association.
All right, congratulations.
Legislative and Political Action Committee, Senator DeVore.
Alright, apparently I was supposed to bring thunder, but I don't have it, sorry. But no, my committee did meet tonight, and we have been working tirelessly on making applications for the Higher Ed Day and the Tiger Day at the Capitol, and about studying and researching every aspect of the topics that we want to discuss. If any of you are really interested in that, feel free to talk to me or anybody on the LPAC committee, or wait for the applications to come out and sign away your life. All right, that's all. Thank you.
I apologize, I missed someone. Student Affairs Committee, Senator Blue.
My committee did meet tonight, and we discussed the trash cans by Jellison Hall and Sheridan Hall, and then constantly full and possible solutions and checking into that. We also discussed meeting with John and Annette about the 15-minute parking stall at Custer Hall and possibly doing something going with the Custer Hall Council. And the parking committee, I believe is what it's called, we discussed what was going on with the situation at Custer Hall and Booster Hall and parking.
Community Relations and Programming Committee, Senator Wagner.
My committee did not meet.
That'll move us into open forum. Are there any items for open forum tonight? Seeing none, that'll move us into new business. First off is Bill 14F109 and or 111. I understand there's an error on the bill, but it will be, it should be amended to be Bill 14F111 next week. Originated and presented by the Senate Affairs Committee, whereas the Senate Affairs Committee has reviewed the Constitution of the Student Government Association at Fort Hays State University, and noting that one of the purposes of the committee is to recommend legislation to change current practices of the Student Government Association for the benefit of the Fort Hays State University students as stated in Article 2, Section 206G, and Article 2, Section 207F of the Senate bylaws, and realizing current practices need to be updated to improve the functioning of the Student Government Association. Therefore, be it resolved by a 2/3 vote of the Student Senate and the signature of the Student Body President that the amendment of the bylaws of the Student Government Association at Fort Hays State University on the accompanying sheet shall be presented to the student body in an election as outlined through the bylaws to the Constitution. 206, the duties and responsibilities of the Community Relations Director shall include: the Public Relations Director shall devise, monitor, and implement advertising, public relations, and communication initiatives. B, establish and maintain contacts with local and campus media organizations, encouraging coverage of student concerns and Student Government Association activities. C, coordinate public communication, which will include, but is not limited to, press releases, press conferences, advertisements, and promotion of events. D, oversee the maintenance of the website and has the authority to appoint a council affiliate to maintain the website. E, connect the student body to the Student Government Association through social media, website publication of the newsletter, and written articles in the university press. F, other duties and responsibilities as directed by the President of Student Government Association. And G, sit as a member of the Community Relations and Programming Committee. 207, the duties and responsibilities of the Campus Relations Director shall include: A, serve as the coordinator of all community service events; B, attending the Chamber of Commerce and City Commission meetings with the student body president; C, strengthen relationships with the outer community of Fort Hays State University; D, submit a weekly report to the Executive Vice President and the Senate regarding student affair matters; E, lead all partnership activities within the university unless otherwise delegated to the student body president; F, sit as a member of the Community Relations and Programming Committee. G, shall organize meetings of leaders of student organizations throughout the year. H, advise student groups with respect to involvement in the community. I, other duties and responsibilities as directed by the President of Student Government Association. That'll move us on to Bill number 14-110, originated and presented by the Appropriations Committee, whereas the Appropriations Committee, in a manner in accordance with established procedure, has heard a trip request from Tigers Forever, noting that the request has been deemed suitable with regard to constitutional mandates and committee guidelines. Therefore, be it resolved by a two-thirds vote of the Student Senate and the signature of the student body president that Tigers Forever be funded $1,000 for the following. Breakdown: requested $1,000, recommended registration $1,000, totaling to $1,000. All right. That moves us on to old business. There's no items for old business, which will move us to announcements. Are there any announcements for tonight? Chief of Staff and
Everybody please remember to stop by the office and get your advanced ballot applications. You can still file those for a short amount of time. Also, if you have any friends that need to do them, I can tell you that I probably literally forced 5 people already to do the documents. So make sure people are doing that and you're voting. It's really important.
I have an announcement myself. Next week, during our Senate meeting at 5 o'clock, we will be dressed in business professional to attend the candidate forum following after. Any other announcements? Senator Johnson?
You already heard this, but just an update about blood drive. We did school on both days, which is the first time in quite a few semesters that we've done that. So I saved more than 650 lives.
Awesome. Congratulations. President Powers?
So tomorrow, as part of the Women's Leadership Project for Class campaign, if you guys noticed the whole thing going on this past month, they're going to be doing Wear Red Day tomorrow, and then we can meet at 9 a.m. in the quad. They're going to have like coffee and donuts. We have the coffee because we're in our last part we also have, but they're going to be doing kind of a whole event in the morning. I don't think it'll last too long, so just make sure you wear red tomorrow if you want to come out and do that. And also next Tuesday from 8:30 to 4:30 is an all day. We're going to be having a speaker here at the Events Development Center. We actually sponsor that, so we will be sending some of that all day. We will actually be our community relations director in Pablo. So she'll be doing that, and I'm sure we'll get a lot of updates. But you can see kind of that going on. It's a pretty cool event. So, and I don't know if you saw the box open because we did sponsor it, so the students had a super great. I think the band held up. But I'm not going to contact me as well. I think what it's called is a workplace response to domestic violence. And so they're going to kind of focus on how things go on in the workplace and different things. But it's going to be a really good experience for students as well as other people on campus. So check into that and be excited to show something that I can honestly.
Campus Relations Director Reyes.
There's no spot for the workshop on not filled up. So if you guys want to do it, you guys can. And then they'll give us a certificate at the end of that same workshop.
All right. Any other announcements for the night? Do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting? Senator Armberger, seconded by Senator DeBoer. All those in favor, please raise your flags. All those opposed, same sign. Abstentions? Meeting adjourned. Please stick around for the safety